What's up guys, Steve here, welcome back to my channel. We're going over your rental fleet and if it's worth it and if it can actually make money. I personally stick with Turo here. It's kind of the one that's been around the longest. It's just most reputable, so that's why I stick with all that and keep everything geared towards Turo. There's plenty of other car sharing apps out there. There's Avail, there's Get Around, there's a few others out there. I personally stick with Turo. If you guys are unsure of what Turo is, it's a peer-to-peer car sharing platform. It's like Airbnb for cars. It's a lot more risky than having, real estate where you are stuck in one location. Your cars are gone, they're out. They're much more vulnerable to accidents, damages, all that stuff. But besides that, it can do very well for you guys if you do it correctly. Now that I've scared you guys off and, you're not quite sure about it, we can get into the month of May and my earnings with the cars that I had, and I'll basically kind of break down everything as far as income that I had versus days booked and all that. So let's get right into it. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment below, let me know how you guys are doing. And once again, this is for a startup fleet that's basically from the ground up, that started in February with one car and now we're up to 5. So let's get into it right now. I'll start doing the screen recording and you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna have to go between the screen and my phone just to kind of show you the previous month, because once I'm out of the month, that's one of the downfalls with Turo, the website. I can't actually see the days that the car was booked previous month like it shows in the app. So let's get right into it. All right, so as you can see right here, we are into, here's May. So February, this started off one car, then this started off at, this was the Civic. That was the last, week of the month. Then we had a really good March. April, that's when I started adding cars. And May, so this is, here we go. This is it. I will tell you, that 3,200, not gonna lie, that's weak sauce. Weak sauce. So we got 3,200. Now, I got some bookings. This is June, we got this upcoming, and I really expect this to be over 3 grand. I hope it's gonna be closer to 4, if not higher than 4, but we'll get into May, and then obviously I got a little bit of a booking that runs into July. So we'll get into May. Now, this is where it's a little bit difficult for me to break everything down as far as what's going on. So let's break this down into, we'll start off with the Focus, just work our way down. So Focus, this is the second month that this car was out. So $867 for the Focus, not bad, not great. Little reimbursements, that was probably fuel or something, cleaning, whatever. But there you go, that is what I got. And then obviously June, it's starting to roll through. Now I will tell you with that May, I was really playing around with different things pricing wise and just kind of just seeing what happens. And I will also tell you that May just kind of drops off and there's not a whole lot going out here in Phoenix. You get people that are trying to leave, you get, get out of town, you got people that are, it's just not very touristy. No one wants to come out here when it's 120. Nah. Not today. So now I will jump onto my calendar. So my calendar that shows you basically I had this car booked out quite a bit for the month of May. I was sitting on it for maybe 3 days total, so that was why it did so well. A lot of week-long trips, and that's kind of how the Focus was. It was a little bit lower price, and I think it was kind of right at that good price point where it was just constantly booking. I started bumping it up this month and basically was seeing some big changes. People weren't booking as much. I'm not sure if it was for the fact that I lowered the price or I raised the price too much, or people just aren't out here as much, but it is what it is. Just kind of gotta go along, get along, figure it out. Now that we got the Ford Focus out of the way, we'll get down to the Honda Civic. Now the Honda Civic, this is the one I started off with in February. In March, we did just under 1,000. I showed you guys that. And then April wasn't too bad. We did another $931, which wasn't bad. May, it kind of fell off a little bit here. So we're at $751 earnings. I will go into the calendar here and we got May. So what happened here? We went from being booked out, March, April did really well, to May, we had new flights coming into the airport, local airport. So now all of a sudden I was getting bookings on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and it just screwed up everything that I had going for renting this car out. So that was another factor that fell into play. And on top of that, they were getting it at a cheaper rate because they were booking this out pretty quickly. So that's where this kind of fell off. Now, this month I have raised prices and basically skyrocketed prices On the weekends, I won't say completely skyrocketed, but I definitely kept it competitive with the other hosts that are out here. And I will tell you, man, it is just, it's slowing off. It's sloughing off. But it's the summer and it's to be expected. So that is my Civic. All right, now we will get into the Hyundai Accent. So Hyundai Accent, this thing is one of the cheaper shooters, and it's one that I plan on it just being out. And the month of May, boom, $493. It wasn't great, but I also just started this car and it was a little bit cheaper priced for the purposes of getting trips under it. Now it's out there, and yeah, that price it went up. It went up quick, mainly because I got a few bookings on it, and this one right here. So I'm sitting for June. I've already had it pay out $144 and another $433. So it's basically, June's not going to do anything other than this. And here is why. As you can see right here, I bought it around the 6th, the 7th it booked, went on a trip, went on a couple trips, and then look at that. On the 17th it came back, and then it left again on the 17th, and it is gone till the 1st of July. So that's kind of gives you an idea of where it's at. But still not bad for the cheaper car. It's a commuter car. It is what it is. Those prices will obviously go up, but that's where it's at for right now. And that was just a couple that came out here. Oh, no, my bad. That thing booked, came back the 28th, and then it left from the 30th to July 1st. So it is on a month, a little over a month booking. But like I said, that was a couple that came out, and they just wanted something while they were visiting family. So there's that one. Now, let's jump right into my most least favoriteest car. Let's go right over here to the Forte. This Forte has been nothing but headache for me, I'm not gonna lie. Did tires, I think I've already done 3 different tires on this stinking car. It's a headache, man. I don't know what the deal is. Super nice, clean car. I really enjoy it. It's a little small for my taste, and I only say that because when I sit in it, literally the top of the visors, whatever. It's not my thing, but I'm also used to driving trucks, so none of these cars are really my favorite. They're not my go-to. My Civic was the only one that was my commuter when I was working. But regardless, here we go. Forte, $915. That was the first month we had it. Then last month, holy crap, $460. That was absolutely horrible. Now, there are some contributing factors to this. The pricing, we're trying to keep it kind of high, but really the market calls for, Turo calls for a $30 range, just under $40 range for that car. That's their suggested price. I tried to go a little bit above that, and I don't know if it's just because it's a Kia. I don't know what the deal is, but that's what it was. I will also tell you, we'll get on to the calendar. The other contributing factor to this is, see all those blank dates right there. This was rough. Now we blocked it out on the 4th. That was so we could get the windows tinted. I will tell you that if you do modifications like that, tinted windows, anything like that, it is not covered under Turo. It's considered an upgrade, and basically they're not going to cover it if they get scratched or the tint just starts peeling, bubbling, anything like that, anything that the renters could do. Oh, look at that, I got a new subscriber. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Like I said, the weekends, the airlines just really screwed us up there. And then it was hard to book it in those in-between days, the 11th, 12th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th. It was just kind of all over the place, and pricing was just, it was goofy, man. I don't know what to say other than that. And you can see, yeah, I'm trying to keep that car right about 43 bucks a day. But it is what it is. April, we had that, pretty 3-week long booking. That thing was pretty nice. But for May, it was just kind of a dog. And I will also say that right here, we're already passing up May with June, and then July, I see it being no problem. The only thing that will kind of throw things off a little bit with July is I'm taking a week off, so basically all my cars are going to be grounded. That really is just going to suck for that month too. So don't plan on taking time off if you guys are going to be doing this stuff. That's all I can say. If you want to be, I don't want to say to be profitable, but if you want to really make this just take off, it's going to take a little bit of growing, unless you have somebody else, a co-host, somebody to help take care of your cars while you're out. So now we're done with the Forte. Let's go down to the Mazda 6. Now the Mazda 6, this is the car that I was playing with. I was really just trying to see what would happen if I had an older car on there and just kind of let it do its auto booking, right? So auto pricing, not auto booking. So the auto pricing, I will tell you right now, First May we did 663, which isn't bad. It's not great. It is what it is. It's still, you know, it's still profitable. And I know some of you guys, you don't like cars that are under a certain price point, whatever. These are shooters. Their plan is to not see them. So May did $663, and let's see, we can go back into screen recording with the phone. It's funny that I gotta do this. I just wish that, once again, I wish that it showed my calendar this way. So here you go. May, it was booked out for the whole month, and 663. That's absolutely, I'm not gonna lie, that's horrible return for that car. But at the same time, it was gone, so I can't really complain too much because I didn't have to clean it, didn't have to do any work to it, no checking in, nothing like that. But that gives you an idea. So May, it was already booked, and honestly, after the end of May, that's when I started pricing it myself because I'm just like, man, this thing's not making enough money. And that's where I bumped up the prices. But you can see it came back on the 10th and it left on the 11th, and boom, it's been gone for a little over a month. Can you believe that? So I still have earnings coming in for June, but we're not even on June yet, and I got missed earnings, which honestly I do feel bad. I did cancel on somebody, but when you cancel a $100 trip to make that, I mean, kind of makes sense. Not to mention, this guy was up in Vegas, and I wasn't going to make him drive all the way down just to swap out a car and then shoot back up. I just wish he would have booked it a little bit sooner. But it is what it is. Technology, man. Love to hate it. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, man, you end up on your phone trying to do a selfie, recording a video. Anyhow, for whatever reason, my SIM card just went and took a dump on me. And not even my SIM, my memory card just took a dump on me. But basically, I'm getting back to that Mazda. So the Mazda here, and I will, you're gonna have to bear with me here. We will overcome. I promise we'll make it. So like I said, the Mazda did all right, but it could have done better. I went with the auto pricing, and that just goes to show you, don't do auto pricing. Do your own stuff. Check your own market. Figure out what you got to do for it, and just make it happen. We got some decent earnings coming in this month for the Mazda 6. It'll be just under, right about 800, and actually I still got a few weeks left for this month. I forgot we were back on May. So May, $663, not too bad. Is what it is. It was all passive because I wasn't doing a damn thing. That kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. Sorry for I'm gonna end up cutting this one short, but sorry for everything what happened. I will get better. I promise I will get this knocked out. I don't know what the heck happened. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Definitely stay tuned. I will give you guys more heads up on everything else too, as far as what you're able to do, this and that, yada yada. Last month was very rough for me in Arizona, and I'm really expecting to do way better this month and the following months to come. So I know you guys over on the East and West Coast, you guys are just crushing it out there. Keep doing what you're doing. Let me know how you're doing, and like, subscribe, do all that stuff. We will catch you guys on the next one. Later.